sound on. Transition. And hello, everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Doing all right. Chip Sounder says, "Hey, how are you doing, Chip Sounder?" Yeah, I don't think I have anything fun or exciting to talk about. So unless you do, Mama, that makes it Sudoku time.
Sounds good to me.
All right. First puzzle for today is going to be From Albany to Buffalo by Walker Ryder. Blue Mule Sal, with the short green tail, is pulling a packet boat across New York State along the original Erie Canal in 1825, traveling from Albany in the east to Buffalo in the west. While Sal takes a rest break during the journey, can you solve this Erie Canal bicentennial celebration themed Sudoku puzzle? Here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Box borders divide the blue line into segments whose values have an equal sum n. Consecutive digits along the orange line have a difference of at least 4. Consecutive digits along a green line have a difference of at least 5. Cells connected by a black dot have a 2-to-1 ratio. Not all black dots are shown. Cells with a gray circle must contain an odd digit. Historical tidbits about this puzzle. The original Erie Canal in New York State was completed on October 26, 1825, connecting the Hudson River near Albany in the east to Lake Erie near Buffalo in the west. This cut travel time across the state from weeks to days and opened the Midwest and beyond to more trade. Before it was modernized, the original Erie Canal was 363 miles long and contained 83 lift locks, basically water elevators to raise and lower boats along the canal when elevations changed. New York State is celebrating the 200th anniversary of the canal's completion with many events throughout 2025. The title of my puzzle and the mule's name Sal came from the 1912 folk song Low Bridge, Everybody Down by Thomas S. Allen, though some of the song's lyrics have varied over time. This is a very interesting bit of lore for a puzzle. So let's go ahead and get started. Firstly, by putting a link to the puzzle in the chat. With that, where to begin?
Oh, the black Kropke dot cannot be 1, 2, or 2, 4, and it can't be 3, 6. So it must be 4, 8.
Why can't it be? Oh, because there's the 2 3s.
Now, it can't both be. It can't be 4 on the top because that's on a Oh no, that's on a. Never mind.
Yeah, this one's an equal sum.
Yeah, that's why I stopped myself. Oh, nope.
A region
So that's
sum line, that's what those are called.
12.
Yeah, that's already quite a
It's a
bit.
minimum 15.
I think it's also maximum 15, because 16 and 17 have only one option, which is going to run into problems over here. So, 1, 2 there. And that is going to be like so.
Well, actually, if it was 16.
7, 9.
Oh,
Gonna have
right,
an
because
issue.
it's. Yeah, I missed that over there. Yeah. Okay, on that orange line, where
Hmm.
the top is a 4 or 8,
Yeah.
4 would have to go to 8 or 9, and it cannot do either one.
Oh, I
It
guess
sees
the
8
8.
in the column and 9 in the box.
Well, we've got 6s here. 3's going across here.
Well, and you can't put 6 in the middle of that
Because the 1.
because of the one in the box and
This could theoretically be a 5, but otherwise it's going to have to be a high digit. It can't be a 7 or 8. It can't be a 6. And so this could theoretically be a 5, except for the fact it's on a German whisper line and sees a 5 all the way over here. So it could be 1 or 9, or it can be 2, 3, 4. Circles are on. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. There's 3 in the box. If this was low, you'd have high digits here. This one could be 6, 7, or 8. This one could be an 8. This one could be a 6. Either of these could be 6s. Oh, more importantly, if these two were high digits, I'd have 5 high digits in the column. 6,
right.
7, 8, 9, and something else, which isn't going to work. So this must be a low digit.
Well, that's the yeah, that's a 9.
So that makes this a 5, a 1, and another 1. 2, 1, not a 1. Remove coloring. These 3 are fixed. 3, 6, 9, 2, 8, and 1 are all gone. Well, one of those two has to be a 4, because it can't be in the middle. 4 isn't on, nor is it 2. So this isn't 4. 2, 3, 4, and 6. So these two aren't 3. This one isn't a 6. These go one of those two, one of those 3. These two. Those 3 here in box 5. There's 4 left in column 8. 1, 3, 5, and 7, I think. 5,
Like it.
1. Okay, well, 6 has to be along the middle. It's one of these two. So 6 is going to be one of those two up here. Eight is one of these two, which is going to X-Men with 8s here to make 8s be one of these two. Two, 4, 6, 7, 9. Particularly helpful, but 7 has to be one of these two. So it can't be in any of these. So 7 has to be on this side of box 2. Five has to be one of these two in box 4. I'm not seeing a ton of useful things to learn.
Column 4 in box 2.
Hmm.
1 has to be one of those two.
Yeah.
7 has to be in there. I was going to say 4, but it's not 4.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2 is horizontal, 4 is horizontal in row 1 and row 2.
What about bottom of column 5? 1, 7, 8. Top can't be at 2. It feels super helpful because these still have a lot of digits in them. Hmm. I kind of want this cell in box 7 to not be a 9. So that give me 1 and 2. But I don't know how to prove that. Not yet, at least. What about this cell? Sees 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 9, and an 8. It's 4
Row
or 7.
6,
Uh-huh.
the 9 has to go in box 4 along with the 8.
So 2,
So
3,
that's
4, 6, and 7. Then not 2 and 6.
That's a
That's
3,
a 3,
4,
4,
7
7.
triple.
This
That's
is
a
what,
2,
8?
8. 2.
Which I just now see the 2 2s here. Well, 2 8s to get that. 2, 3, 4, 7. Not enough. Although, where is 3? You can't have 3 over here because of the 3, 4, 7 triple. The 3 is removed from here and here because this has to be at least 15. And there's a 3 in this box. So that's a 3.
Which go up the green line.
Forces 9. Places a 6. Takes out a 6. Places the 6 here. These two can't be a 9. This isn't a 6.
2, 4 pair in column 6.
4. Makes a 7, 9 pair. Places an 8. 2, 4 in row 6. Takes the 4 out of here, making a 3, 7 pair. Placing 4. Three, 6, 8, and 9 all removed. 1s, 2s, 4s, and 5s. What about this cell? 2, 1,
I was
4, 8.
I'll
What?
let you get that. Row 1. Am I saying 1, 3, 4, 5, 7?
1,
And
3, 4, 5,
oh,
7.
there's also a 9 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite enough. Go ahead and fill in the rest of box 3. 1, 2, 8, and 4. 3's in the row. 5's from column 9. Well, something's missing from this column. 1, 2, 8, 5, 4. Well, we already kind of knew that. Pair of 4s here. Three, 5, and 7 places a 1. Oh, this one over here places a 4, places a 9, making this one 7, 9. 7 forces a 2. 8 and 9 are placed over here. This one's no longer a 4. This one's not a 9. This one's not a 2 because of this one. 5, 4, 7. 1 and 2. 1s are gone. 7s are gone. That takes out 5s from the top, placing 7 and 9. 7 and 9 are removed from here. This isn't a 5.
They're not
7,
6
9,
either because
7,
it's a 3,
9,
5,
4,
6
9.
triple.
Right. 4 and 5 is not those two, and I'm left with what, 4 and 5 here, which is a 5 and 4. 4 is gone. 3, 6 pair places a 5.
3, 6, 7 triple. Box 9.
That's a 9, and that's a 4. 7, 9. 5 is gone. 5 is placed. 3 and 7. 6 and 3. 6, 7, 3, 3, 6, 3 over here. This isn't a 7. Just 9, 3, 4, 5, 1. Not 1. 2, 4, 5, 7, so place 1, 5, 4, 7, and 5, 8, and 7, 2, and 4, 2, and 8. Now a 1 here, a 2 there, 3, 4, 5.
Row 8's a 6.
6, 7, 8. And then finally 6 and 8, and we solved it. Excuse me. Alright, couldn't find it on Logic Masters Germany. That's okay. Next puzzle, Snake Farm by Chris Moore. Standard Sudoku rules apply. The grid is divided into 9 snakes. Each snake is a path of length 9, starting at its tail in the southwest and moving orthogonally north or east, never west or south, to its head in the northeast. 3 heads, red diamonds, and 2 tails, green squares, are shown pointing to the next cell in that snake. Digits in a snake cannot repeat. The snake contains the blue dot. The snake that contains the blue dot is a thermosnake, with digits increasing from its tail to its head, and adjacent digits connected by a dot differ by 1 if the dot is white and have a ratio of 1 to 2 if the dot is black.
9 snakes.
Each snake is a path of length 9 starting at its tail in the southwest and moving orthogonally north or east, never west or south, with its head in the northeast. Okay. Well, if we have 9 9s, then every grid contains a snake.
Yes.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starting points.
Right. And it's the tail is in the southwest and
Yeah.
the head is northeast.
Okay. Well, if I look at this cell right here.
That's going to be a tail.
Yeah. Because it can't move left or down. And it has to be like 9.
Well, and row 1, column 9 is a head.
Right.
I'd make the heads red and the tails green. Because that's what it.
Well, I want to make each
Oh,
snake
the
a
head.
different
Yeah. Well,
color.
it says the heads are the heads are red diamonds, and the tails are green squares. Okay, you could do that too. Well, we know one has to go along row 1 above that black one.
Yeah. Thing is, I don't know if it has to be this one in the top right. Oh, it would help if I put a link in the chat. Let's go ahead and put a link to the puzzle here. All right, there's your link, chip sounder, and I'm going to give a guess at your name.
Utame?
Yeah, Hutame. Hutame says, it's 4:30 a.m. in my country, and I couldn't sleep. Now I came across your stream. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Sleep
Welcome.
deprivation, yeah. Welcome to the stream. Sleep deprivation can make one do interesting things. Hopefully you can get some sleep. We're not doing anything that's gonna keep you super awake unless you're that excited by Sudoku puzzles. So if you like puzzles, this one here can help you go to sleep. That one is going to be an end there, and it can't go further left from here.
Well, the corners, row 1, column 1, and row 9, column 9.
Mm-hmm.
Since the snakes can only go north and east,
Yeah,
to hit that corner, it either has to come straight up, whether it's from, and to hit there, it's going to have to make a right turn,
yeah,
unless it comes straight from the bottom.
yeah.
But
It could
both
be
cannot do, and
this,
it can't go straight across. So row
but
9,
it could just
column
be like that.
9, right? But row 9, column 9 definitely has to go around that corner
Yeah,
because you can't, and it will have to go at least.
I mean, it could be the yellow one here.
Right. Well, if you consider if it starts in box 8,
Mm-hmm.
um, row 9, column 5, if
1,
that were
2,
its
3,
start,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
it's going to have to go minimally to that spot.
Yeah,
And if it goes to the one that's above it, if you count from the top, yeah.
this blue one here has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So does this one have to end in this corner?
I think
Because
so,
1, 2,
because
3,
no matter
4,
where it
5,
goes,
6, 7, 8, 9. It has to end here.
right? Because no matter which way it goes, it since it has to climb toward that spot.
Yeah. Which this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 could be any of these three as starting points. And actually work in red start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Red has to be one of these two. Well, if red was here, this would have to be black. But then none of these would work out. Well, no, you could have something that started here and get those. But because red can only go like this, I don't think black can start here. Because they would have to cross.
And what about that silver in the corner? Row 9, column 1.
Right. Because we don't know where it ends, it can go either way.
Yeah.
Green has to go along this diagonal. Well, there's no way it gets here. And no way it gets here. And it can't get through this. So it can't go here. But it can go around this way and get to this. Now we know it can't go here because of the space that's allotted for this pink one.
Right. So it can't be row 6, column 9.
Right. Because this one has to connect to its two neighbors. Because the earliest it can start is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if it started here, it goes to there. But it could connect to yellow and be too farther forward. So now yellow can be this one, but it can't be this one because green's going to have to go through there. Okay, silver in this corner cannot be black or red. So it can go
It can't reach box 9, otherwise it would block off green.
Green could go through this yellow circle.
Oh, that's true. But then, okay, yeah, because then yellow would have to be or pink or purple, whatever.
Yeah. But silver can't be here.
Right.
Because the only way to do that would be to go through green. Interesting. Okay, well, given the position of red, could silver end up here, is my question, given where red and black are. Well, if red was here and black was there, black would go up and around, silver would go up and around, and red would go up and around. So yeah, I think all of these positions are possible. But knowing that this has to be blue, well, no, because this silver could just go straight up, and then this one here could go up and around.
The
And
blue
there's still
dot
one
itself
more. Yeah,
is going to have to be 7, 8, or 9.
that's true.
Because, yeah. Because it increases from the tail to the head, right?
Yeah,
Like, that's what I was thinking.
yeah, tail to head. And we still have 2 snakes to put in. Because we don't know if pink and yellow are different.
Right.
Now, where could orange start? And end. Okay, I think orange has to end as one of these two. Because there's no way those are both taken up by blue.
Right.
Now, since those have those ending positions both have the same starting positions, because blue had to start along this diagonal, but orange would be along this diagonal. Now we know it can't be there, and it can't be here because it would have to go through red and green. But I think everything else is workable.
Well, except if it starts in box 1 or 4, it has to end in row 1. Otherwise, it blocks off blue. And if it starts in box 8 or 9, it has to end in row 2. There again, otherwise it blocks off blue.
Yeah. Do they all have to start and end in different diagonals? Is that how the math works? That everything
I'm
starts and
pretty
ends in
sure, yeah.
different diagonals?
Yeah.
If that's true, then the final one has to start on this diagonal and back up. I've got green ending on this diagonal, silver's here, where does pink have to end? So we know yellow ends here and starts here. I'm going to take this pink line away for a second. But if it starts here, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then pink would have to end here.
No, you've got the wrong diagonal.
2.
Yeah. You're
1,
over 1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're right. Because I think I forgot to count his starting square. Which one ends in this diagonal? So I've got silver, red, black, green, pink.
Gray.
Oh, dark gray.
And gray can't be red or gold or whatever that color is.
Right.
Orange. Yellow. I don't know.
Gray can't be gold. And pink can't be green. Okay. Well, gray has to be above blue. No, that's not right. Blue could be above gray. In fact, blue has to be above gray. No, because gray could be over here and not even impact blue's path.
All right, well, look where green starts and ends.
Yeah.
It's going to have to go under blue. So if gray starts to the right of green, then it cuts off pink.
And the other thing we had to think about is this corner right here.
Right.
But it could be this yellow starting point.
Right.
Okay.
But can that corner be anything other than yellow? It can't be gray.
Yeah, because if it was gray, it would have to start here and end here. It could be pink. But it can't be gray. Okay. This cannot be a start. So it's either an end or it's an elbow. Which it could be an
Right.
orange elbow. It could be an orange elbow. Or it could be a dark gray elbow.
Okay, we know one has to travel across row 1 above red. Because something is going to be in row 1, column 3, and the only place it can go is row 1, column 4.
Can red not go from here up? No.
No, row 1 above red. Because you can't go back south. So whatever is above red.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's black. Sorry.
Yeah. But something
My
has to
bad.
go in this cell. That
Right.
is neither red nor black. And we can't have an ending spot here. So whatever this is, it continues to the left. And
Right.
it continues to the right. This can't be a starting point because there's already a blue starting point.
Right.
So this must continue, but it could be orange. I'm not sure how to think about the puzzle beyond what we've already done here. Okay. Whatever is here in the middle, if it wasn't an end, then it would have to go north or east. Well, it can't go north because it would run into red, and it can't be red, and it can't go east because then it would be blue. So
Right.
that has to be the silver starting, or excuse me, the silver endpoint.
Right. That's silver's ahead.
Okay. So now we know that silver must go underneath red. So if silver did this, it would cut off red. And because of that information, we know that red cannot start here, because if it did, we would cut off these two.
Silver.
So red has to start here. And now that we know that red must start here, black cannot go here for the same reason. So now red must go this way, silver must go this way, and we've got progress.
And then up.
Right.
And silver
So
has
red
to go
must
up.
go up, and now black must go up.
And silver has
Alright.
to go up again so it doesn't run into green. Red has to go up.
To not run into silver. And black has to go up to not run into pink. And now suddenly pink is forced. And so now pink can't get to here, nor can it get to here. But it can get to any of those three.
But to get the one in box 3, it cuts off green.
Right. It must be to the right of green. Okay. Gray only has ending points that are above pink. So, gray cannot start here, because if it did, it would have to create a wall in between pink start and end points.
Okay. Well, row 9, column 6. Doesn't that have to now be pink?
Because if it wasn't, it would have to be the start of gray. Because nothing
gray
over
cannot
here
start
can get
there.
there. So yeah, I think that's right. Can gray start here? Don't think there's enough wiggle room, because green has to come around this way.
Yeah.
And gray could come around this way, but that's the yellow start point that now has to be covered by pink. So gray can't be there. So now, this gray doesn't work. Oh yeah, it could. I think. No. I think this gray doesn't work because it can't go up through red or blue. So it must go around. But then green must go around. And then pink must go around. And suddenly I've cut off all of yellow. So that means gray can't start here. Okay, so now gray can't be here because it would have to go through blue, or it would have to cut off red. Right?
Right.
Because it can't go this way, can't go that way, so it must go around, but now red's cut off. So that doesn't work. So now gray can go this way, or this way, or this way, without cutting off. Well, actually, no. If gray
No,
went
'cause
this
it cuts
way,
off black.
yeah. But it can go up and around. As long as it stays above black, it can start here.
Right. Oh, but then what does orange do?
Orange
Oh,
has
no, 'cause
starting
orange would
points
be
down
down
here,
there.
I think. I mean, if orange started over here, we've got green and orange.
Oh, actually, okay, if gray is in the center of box 4,
Uh-huh.
red has to turn east, and silver is cut off. Yeah, box 4, gray in the center. Okay.
Yeah, I think this still works. But this part right here, it can't be pink, silver, red, or black. And it can't be gray.
Right.
So the only option is green.
Right.
And then what about this one? It can't be green. It can't be pink. It can't be red or black. And it can't be gray. So I think it has to be silver.
Right.
And then I asked the question about this one. Well, it's not pink. It's not gray. It's not pink. It's not green. It's not gray. And it can't be black. So the only option is red. And I think there are too many snakes down here for orange to be down here. Because we
Right.
know that 3 snakes start over here and are eventually going to have to pass through these 3 cells.
Right.
Green to the left of pink, which is to the left of yellow.
Right. So orange is going to have to be up above.
Yeah. And I think pink can't end here. Oh yeah, it could. Yellow could be above pink. But this can't be yellow. Because if it was yellow, green doesn't have a path anymore. So this has to be green, which has to connect there. Now silver has to go here, and I think nothing else but silver can go here. So that has to be the silver path. Red has to go up. And now nothing but red can get here. So that's that. Green must continue. Okay, well, we've locked in the silver snake. We've locked in the red snake. So then I kind of want to ask the question about blue. And that question is, what can this cell even be? Because it can't be orange, it can't be yellow, it can't be gray, pink, green, silver, red, or black. So the only option is blue.
Okay.
If green took a step to the right and then up, now there's
then
only
nothing
one
can get
path.
to the one to the left.
And both pink and yellow must get up. So the green is going to have to go up here. And again, it can't go to the right, because then both yellow and pink would have to go through here.
Right.
So green has to go here. And I think the same is true if it went here, yellow and pink would have to go pass through here.
Right. And now pink has to be under yellow. Well, no, because it could be above and into the left of yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, blue has to extend up.
So now gray can't end here without passing through blue.
Right. And how can orange end in row 2 without cutting off blue?
Right. Because orange must continuously be above blue, that has to be how that works. And now, what can this be? Because
Blue.
it can't be orange, and it can't be yellow, and it can't be gray, and it can't be pink, it must be blue. So that should lock in blue.
And now orange is the blue dot.
Yeah.
And that's an 8. It's a thermo and it's a 9 cell.
Yeah.
And
Orange can go left or right, or left or down here, depending on how gray operates.
well, orange can't go between red and black. Yes, it can, because it starts below. Because then gray goes. Well, no, then how does gray get without blocking black? If orange goes between red and black. Oh, I see. It would have to be in column 1.
Okay, then the question I want to ask is how does gray work if it goes between red and black? If this is the gray path, then it can't be here because it would block black. So it would have to go like this. And then black would have to go like so. And then you get orange like this. Okay, so that works. So we can have both gray or orange go in between.
All right. Well, can gray turn the corner in cell 1 at row 1, column 1?
Can gray do this?
Right. Then how do black and orange work? Black has to go right, up, and round, and that goes that way. Okay.
I guess I'm going to ask the question of how does this one work? You'd have to go like so. Except it wouldn't work that way. Because if this went this way, black and gray have to go through the same path to get around.
Right.
And if we went up and around this way, then again, gray and black have the same path they have to take. So this can't be the orange start. We're getting closer. Now what?
All right. If one, two, oh, that would work. One, two, that works. Because I was looking at the dots, the
Uh-huh.
croppy dots,
Yeah.
and column 1 so would simply be 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
and the one that's in column between columns 5 and 6 would simply be a 4 on the left.
Yeah.
So that works either way.
If this is gray, it has to go in between. So I guess the thing here is that all of those are on the same group,
Right.
whether they're orange or gray. They're all the same. Then we have to go to this one, and then this one.
Well, no. If it's oh yeah, because that's the end for gray or
Yeah.
orange goes around.
Well, either way, black has to extend this way. So we know that that looks like that. Gray, black. Black, orange. Gray. So from here, we're going to have to use Sudoku logic.
Right.
What? What do we do?
All right, if row 2, column 1,
Okay.
if that is part of the thermosnake,
Yeah.
it's a 1, and then it is row 1, column 9.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Otherwise, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Either way, in box 2, cells 4 and 9 are an 8-9 pair.
These two have to be an 8, 9 pair?
Yes, because where does 8 if orange is the orange path that looks
Yeah.
orange, then wait a minute.
If this ends up being the
Oh,
path,
no, it doesn't have to be. Yeah.
yeah,
It's only if it's the orange path. The colors are throwing me off here now.
yeah,
Or some
and this would be 8, and this one would be 9.
right. Does this break blue to go in the corner in box 3?
1 has to go in the corner in box 3.
No, chip sounder.
Yeah, Chip Sounder says, does this break blue? 1 has to go in the corner in box 3. So if we look in box 3 and ask where does 1 go, it can't go in one of those 3. Well, yeah, because if it's gray, it can't go here. And if it's orange, it can't go here either.
Row 1.
I don't think so, because if it's gray, if this is the thermopath, then you get a 1 here. But if this is the thermopath, then you can have 1 anywhere except for there. I'm not seeing where um, blue ends up being broken. At least not right away. Because if this is the thermopath, we get an 8 here. And if this is the thermopath, you can have 8 in any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Well, it can never have 3, 6 on it. Oh, Chip
No,
Sounder said
only the
I'm
one is
confused.
thermo.
Yeah, only the one is a thermo. No, if they were all thermos, then this could never work. Because you'd have to have 3 ones.
Why do you have orange in column 2? Black or gray?
Because this path is all connected. And it's either these two or those two. And if it's these two, then this is actually the gray path. It's just I needed something to call all of these the same group.
Yeah, that's why the colors were throwing me off.
Yeah. Yeah, 8 is covering the dot that determines the singular thermo snake.
Yeah.
But all of the snakes do contain a unique set of digits. There are no duplicates on the snakes. I don't know why I said unique set of digits. No repeating set of digits. They're all Ren bands.
All right, well, 8 and 9 have to occur in blue.
Yeah. And they have to be in this column.
Right, so 9 has to be in box 5.
Yeah.
Blue.
Why am I struggling with this?
Well, the top 2 cells of column 9 have to appear in yellow.
Yeah. So they have to be one of those 4. Or 2 of
2 of
these
those
4.
4, yeah.
Which, if yellow looked like this, then you'd have those 2 or those 2. And that'd be fine. Because it would be this is purple if yellow is like that. And actually we'd have to swap between the yellow and purple, but
row 8, column 1, or no, sorry, row 7, column 1, the black,
Hmm.
is silver in box 5. I don't know, go to letters. And in red, it's going to have to be in box 4. That one we know for certain.
Yeah.
And in box 7, the 3 reds have to be in silver. And it can't be all 3 of them. One of them isn't, yeah.
It's not enough information, though, to make any conclusions.
No. And the B in silver has to be in green, and it has to be in box 6. And it's going to have to be in purple. All right. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, then D. Has to be in green. And it has to be in box 6. No, it can't be
Why?
in box.
Oh, right, because
We're talking silver D.
yeah.
So then it also has to be in pink, purple, whatever. Well, everywhere that pink can occur, it's going to have to be in. I'm talking pink, not yellow.
Yeah, but these two force it to be there.
All right, then where does it go in pink? Can't be in box 6.
Right. Can't be in
Can't be in
box.
box 9.
It has to be one of these two. Oh, it can't be this one. So it has to be this one.
Okay, then that's pink.
There we go.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right, now we can kind of do the same thing for get rid of all the letters, please, because it did what it needed to do there. All right, in box 3, the pink, where is it in orange? I don't know, because it's too much. Because all right, in blue, it's going to have to be in column 6 in box 5.
Right.
Maybe I chose the wrong one.
I mean, this was the only one that had 2 forced digits.
Right.
Because it has to be one of these 3.
Right. Well, it can't be the bottom one
Right, it has
because
to be
it's
one of
row
these
3.
2. Where is it in black? Can't be here. Can't be there. Can't be either of those 2. Has to be in green. Oh, so that's that.
Yellow, pink, green, blue, silver, red.
Here, there, there. Beat that one, and it won't even affect anything. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it can't be here and on this if orange is the thermo. So how do we prove orange is the thermo?
Wait a minute, it can't be.
It would have to be 1. If orange was the thermo.
If orange is the thermo, what has to be 1?
D. the letter D.
Why?
Because where
I'm
can it
missing it.
go in orange? If orange is the thermo, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, well, it can't be 7, 8, or 9, and it can't be 2, 3, 4, it can't be 5, and because it has to be in blue, it can't be 6. So it would have to be
Okay.
1. And so if it's 1, then it would have to go here. And you get 1 and 2. And you get 4 and 8. If gray is the thermo, then it could be a 6, but you would still have D there, and it not affect anything. So something's missing. So what can we see from here? Well, I guess I want to ask the question of what can this be? It cannot be 2, 3, or 4. I guess that's not particularly helpful. Whatever this cell is, has to be one of those 4, but it could be this one, so that's not particularly helpful. A had to be these 3. C had to go in there. B had to also go in there. I have to be missing something obvious, right? Well, A has to end up in gray. And it's not going to be here regardless. So A has to be in here. And A also has to be in orange. But I don't know what that means. Okay. Now A is in blue, but that doesn't mean anything. What could possibly break this? It has to be these 3 dots here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so what can we learn about these dots? We know these 2 are consecutive, and it's a group of 3. Whatever these 2 are, they have to be in red somewhere. One of them can be here, the other one has to be over here, and the other's along the bottom there. So the one that is in these 2 has to be along the bottom there. Call it E. And E is consecutive with B or D. So it doesn't have to be B or D, because it doesn't have to be there. It could be over here as well. So that doesn't help. Approaching an hour and a half on this puzzle.
Yeah, I know.
So this is definitely the last puzzle for today. This was a 40-minute video on cracking cryptic. And I'm not seeing how Mark determined the one up top. I'm not sure how he decided which way this way worked. And what worked with this one. Or this one. Yeah, I remember now. I don't even know if he had to spot this thing. What could this cell be? 5, 6, and 7 are all gone. But that's it. That's all I know about it. If I ask this question of where is this cell? Somewhere. In black, it can't go here. In gray, well, it's none of those. But it could either be this one or one of those three. It definitely isn't one of those two. Well, it could be one of those two. So never mind. Oh, okay. Assuming, and maybe Chip Sounder saw this earlier. Let's assume this is the thermo. You get a 1 here, a 1 here, and a 1 would be one of those two. Well, it's the thermo, so I can ignore the digits that are on here. So you'd have a 1 there and there, and a 1 would be one of those two. And so that wouldn't be an issue. Well, whatever this digit is, this is either E, 8, or 9.
But it can't be 9. Because 9 would be consecutive with 8.
Right.
Oh, actually, if no. All right, if the orange path is the orange path,
Um,
then 9 in box 2 we know is right. That one has to be E. It has to be 9. So where is 9 in gray? Oh, it goes down there at the bottom. Never mind. It would have to be box 1.
yeah. Now, this would be 127. So you can't have 8 here. So this would have to be E. So regardless, these two are the same. Whether this is this or it's this. Because E is 1 if those are the same. Okay. If we do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what does the rest be? 5, 6, and 7 are gone. You can't have a 9 on here.
Well,
It can't
E
be
is
a 3.
1.
Say again?
E would be 1, so 1 would
Right.
come off of the middle.
Well, I don't really know what to think about what's going on there. So then I guess I want to ask the question, what can E be? Because 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. So E is 3, 4, 5, or 6. In the case that orange is the line. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this can have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those are the options here. Get 2 in one of those positions. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what can the rest of these be? 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 2 would be gone. So this one would have to be 2. 4 and 8 and a 9. That's the problem, I think. If this is no, yes, no. Okay, come on. Think I figured it out? I'm not sure. Okay, this is definitely an 8, that's definitely a 9. If we did 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, no, it's not 4, 5. If we did 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then this has to be 8, and this has to be 9. And now I ask the question, where is 9 in this box? Well, it would have to go here. And where would 8 go in this box? Well, it's going to have to be one of those two. These are 1, 2, 7. And then this is 3, 4, 5, 6. But then this has to be 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 5 and 6 is gone. So these are 1, 8, and 7. This has to be the 7. So 8 and 1. No, that's fine. Alright, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. What does that mean? So, that would lose its gray, that would lose black, these would lose orange. 5, 6, and 7. 1, 8, 9. 1, 3, 4. 3, 4. You can't have 1 or 9 there. So now, oh, hold on. This digit sees the entirety of the black region.
Yes, it does.
So,
That cannot be black.
yeah. This can't see the entirety of the black region. So that has to go like that. And now this has to continue up to there. Oh, I'm so mad.
Yeah, I couldn't see that until it was actually colored that way.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, well,
7, 6, 5, 4, and 8, 3, 2, 1, 9, 1, 2, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a 5, 6, so this can't be a 6 anymore. So this can't be 5 or 6 because those two are the same. And then, I need what? 1, 8, 9, and 7 left? Well, this sees 1, 8, 9, and 7. Excuse me, 1, 7, and 9. This sees 7, 8, and 9. And so now those are 7, 9 pair. Gray needs an 8 still, so that has to be here. And it already has a 7 in it. So that's 9, that's 7. Okay. So now what can these three
well,
be?
row 3. I was gonna say row 3 is the okay.
Figuring out what row 3 is left with is probably better.
It's 1, 5, and 6.
1, 5, 6, 3, 4, and 2.
2.
So that makes D 1, 5, 6. And now I want to ask what these 3 dots can be. 1 and 9, 7 and 8. Now A.
Okay, well, look at column 6.
Column 6.
D sees 6. So D is not 6.
Right.
So D is 1 or 5. All right. Anyway.
Oh, and
Is that
it's
a
on
black
a
dot?
black
That's a
croppy dot.
crappie.
So 1, 1, 1, not 1, not 1. And then it has to be one of these two, so it's this one.
And the other side of the black crappie is a 2.
Right. So that places a 2 here.
Wow. Yeah, totally missed that black crappie dot.
Yeah. You can't have a 1 as one of these two, so this can't be a 2. 6 would have a 7 as a neighbor, so it can't be a 6. Three, 4, 5, 6.
All right. D was 1, right?
Yes.
Well, column 2 has a 1 in it. Do we even need A and C anymore?
Probably not.
Okay.
2 has to be one of these. That's not particularly helpful. And 9 has to be one of these two, and the 9 has to be here in blue. So that's the purple 9. Have to have a 4 as one of these two. So can't be one of those.
Why can't the purple 9 go in box 8?
The 9 has to be in blue here.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, because those are 1, 7, and 9.
They are 1, 7, and 9. 2 and 7.
So column 6 is left with 3, 4, and 5. Green needs a 9.
One of these two has to be a 3. So this is 2. So if that was 3, that would be a 2, 4 pair. Green needs a 9. Can't be here or here, so it must be one of those two. It can't be here
Column
because of that
4 has a 9.
9. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. These two can't
Column
be 7s.
5 needs a 7. Yeah. That's it.
1, 6, 8.
So
3,
column
9, 7.
4.
2, 4, 5. 1, 7, 9. 6,
Okay.
8.
It's just being kind of slow in catching up.
Yeah. Okay. 6, 8 here means where in this column can I put a 6? Well, 9 isn't 6, 3 and 4 isn't 6, and I can't put another 6 in green, and 7 and 8 aren't 6. So that's a 6, that's a 5.
So now where does 5 go in purple? Or
Let's go
pink or
here.
whatever? One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
None of these are a 2. Because of that 2. So that's the only 2 available in green. Because none of those are a 2, and this one goes out of there.
So 5 in box 6 goes in yellow.
I think it has to go in
Or
green.
no, it's in green, sorry.
Yeah. So it has to be one of those 2 for yellow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Definitely no 9. Can't have a 5 as one of these 2. This isn't 5 or 7. 6, 8 pair. Well, that's 3 digits. 1, 6, 8, 7, 5, and 9. These 2 aren't 2s, so that is. So you don't have 2s. You can't have 3 in the middle. So it either goes 3, 4, 5.
Quad.
Oh, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6,
8 and 9.
So 8, 9. But
this one was just painful.
yeah, this has to have 4 and 5, so 5 is removed from here. Four and 5, 1 and 8. These 2 aren't 2s, these 2 aren't 9s. You already have a 7 in black. One, 7, 8, 9, 2. And it can't be a 4. So where's 4 in black? Well, it can't be any of these, and it can't be any of those, because one of these has to be a 4. So 4 has to be one of those two, and it can't be this one now.
So now where is 4 in red?
Right. Has to go as one of these two. To align
So
with
it comes out of
those.
this silver in column 4.
1, 2, 8, 9.
Where's 2 in silver?
Has to go here. There's 2 in black. Remove from here, remove from there, remove from this because of the thingy, and those aren't 2.
Seven in column 1.
Go here. Or 5 pair takes 5 out. So this either goes 3, 4, 5, or 6, 5, 4. 3 and 6 is 5.
Red has a 3, 6 pair.
6. Or 5 pair places 3, places 6, places 3, places 8 and 3. Bumps microphone for no reason. Can't have a 3 in silver again. 3, 4, 5. Is a 1, 3, 4, 6 and 8, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 and 8 are gone. One, 3, 5, 2, 9. These two aren't 4. This one is 6 or 8, so it's 7, 9, 7, not 7. Apparently just 4, 6, 8, 9, 6, 8, 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 6, 7, 9. Ta-da! Success.
And once that black was filled in, it's like, oh, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
It
I'm
went pretty
so
quickly.
yeah. I'm so upset that that was so hard to spot. Because it really shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I agree with the wow. It just took.
It was really interesting how the 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 snakes had to start and end in particular places. That like they had to be along the diagonals in very specific ways. And like the conclusions that that led to eventually. It was definitely slow to work through, but once we actually thought about the right things, then progress got made. So Alright. Snake Farm. Copy that into Logic Masters Germany. And it's right here. Average? I don't think so. But then again, this snake up here, this would have seen the entire region. So that should have been spotted a lot sooner. That would have worked if it looked like this.
Yeah, once that was spotted, it went really quickly.
Yeah. I don't know if we needed to do the logic here to get that. This cell had to be that cell and that cell.
Right.
And then this one eventually. Yeah. So while it was possible to see that, I don't know if it was necessary. Yeah, the big one was looking at this region here. So while it was the time of a very hard puzzle, I don't know if it was a very hard puzzle. I think I'm still going to go with hard, because it was definitely a difficult puzzle. But aside from that, I think I have to
Well,
leave
and
it.
missing that black Kropke in column 9 didn't help.
Yeah. Although I had talked about it previously, which was a little embarrassing. Because I said that if it was orange, then it had to be a 1.
Right.
So then, once orange actually did get laid out the way it was, well, then I should have immediately been like, oh, I talked about this before, that was a 1. No, yeah. But yeah. Alright, with that, I have said all of the things I wish to say. So, talking screen. I guess more accurately, the thank you for watching screen. Because, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you want to see more content on the channel, make sure to ring the notification bell. Sudoku is between Monday and Wednesday, usually twice per week. Not always Mondays and Wednesdays, which is when I want it to be. But it would be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, regardless of which day it is. And if you want to see cooperative games, the next game I'm playing is Sanctum 2 for a little bit. We completed the following in Dying Light. And that will be not this Saturday, but the Saturday after, which should be, I think, the 15th. Calendar. Yes, it should be Saturday the 15th. At 7 a.m. Eastern Time, and then I promise I will play The Last of Us more, eventually. It will probably be on November 11th and 14th. But aside from that, I have nothing else. So, have a wonderful day, night, whichever time you're watching this, and I will see you next time.